Hi everyone, my name is Lam and I'm from Vietnam and currently pursuing an MS in data analytics in business. Before entering this program, I worked in the event and wedding planning industries in Vietnam. In that work, I approached the message system of events such as timeline setting, client expectation changes, and limited resources. And we often make decisions with incomplete information. Looking back, I realized that many of the challenges I faced could have been improved with better data organization and clear assumption and more intentional decision frameworks. And that realization is one of the reasons I am here. Why I think about data management without researching or using technical definition, I imagine that is as a discipline of creating trust in data. And in business context, data management means knowing where data come from, understanding its limitation, and structuring it so it can actually support decision rather than confuse them. And I picture tools like databases, dashboards, and spreadsheets, but more importantly, I think about practices such as cleaning messy data, documenting assumption, and deciding what data is relevant. And to me, good data management is not about having more data, but it is about having data that decision maker can rely on. Um, One idea that has stayed with me from previous class, the intro to data analytics, is the emphasis on understanding data before attempting to analyze it. Early on, I remember realizing that jumping straight into analysis and visualizing without questioning the data can easily lead to misleading conclusion. And concepts like data types, data varieties, and fundamental exploratory analytics have me slow down and think more critically about what the data is actually saying. And that class shifted my mindset from what tool should I use to what problem am I really trying to solve, and is it this data appreciated for that purpose? And as I continued in the MS DAP program, that foundation remind me that strong analytics um start with careful thinking. So mm, if there is one thing that might surprise people about me is that I enjoy wild, slow activities like gardening, and I find that working with plants teaches me to be patient and to have system thinking. And I believe that growth occurs gradually, and even small changes in condition can lead to different outcome. In many ways, that mindset matter how I now think about data and learning. At this point in the program, I am less focused on mastering every tool and more focused on developing a mindset that combines analytical, ethical awareness, and real world practically um, real world practical learning. That is the version of myself I am intentionally working forward through this degree. Thank you for listening. Okay.